people raising their hand, just simply just ask your questions and I will take your questions. Okay. Okay, only in English. Okay. Okay, if anybody has any issue in English, just let me know. Or if they didn't, if could not understand anything in English, just let me know. I will try to repeat that in Hindi for them. Okay, main concepts, whatever main concepts you want me to repeat. If you just type in, then I will. At that time, I will explain it to you. Okay. Okay. So silver is comes under precious metal, silver and gold, and basically their uses is mostly in high end. Silver is having industrial uses in different kind of industries. Gold is being used by chip makers, very high end electronics and space technology. Apart from that, the silver and gold, it is being used in jewelry making also. So every especially if we talk about India, we all have direct indirect exposure in silver or gold holdings. Uh, as a Indian, we all know that we all all are accumulating gold and silver in our households. So that is kind of a situation with everyone. So before I just before we go and talk about the usual points, I will quickly take you to the chart and discuss few points over there. So see, the momentum started building up from these levels. So you need to keep checking these levels. If like 71,000 367. If silver is crossing or reaching this 200 points level, then we'll probably going to have some kind of a momentum on trade side. We'll probably going to be tradable zone. Why it is, I'm going to tell you in a few minutes of time, and you just need to keep on watching 561. If 561 reaching, then probably we're going to take a trade. Even though this is also a very good scenario if if a bullish momentum is started from here, because on bottom level we got a very good rejection candle here. This rejection candle showed us that buyers started buying from these levels, and then they are going with good volume. So this level becomes very significant for us. Let's wait and watch for that, and meanwhile we'll discuss some points. So okay, so as I told you, silver is high volatile commodity. The momentum in silver is in between a daily range in between 400 to 1,000 points. Okay, so this is a normal range in silver. It could be more, or sometimes it could be less as well. But most of the day, it is very volatile. And see, the candle basis entry or single point basis entry here, it won't work because the momentum is very quite high. As you can see this kind of a momentum brings 744 422, so 800 points in one candle. So let's say if you are on sell side here, and these three candles, if you don't put your stop loss on this type of trade, then probably you will lose big amount of money. So here, if you want to trade in silver, then you need to, that is my request, please go with your stop loss. Otherwise, you know even if you are making profit every day, and probably one mistake in silver trade can wipe out your account. So we don't want to do that. We are here to earn money. We are here to and we are in here in the market to earn money, understand the concept, and better knowing of trading environment also, so we can evolve as a trader. So that is my first requirement of a trading system, that you should have proper risk management. Silver trading in intraday, the optimum risk management you can start with 1:2, and you can, as your experience, you can go till 1:3 also. Means in 1:2, 100 rupees of stop loss you can target 200 rupees. Okay, 1:3, 100 rupees stop loss, you can target 300 points. Okay, so that is achievable, but you need to, and 100 points, it is not a big task to cover. In silver can cover 100 points any point of time. So your chances of hitting your stop loss is going to be high as well. So your trading system, even if you build any kind of trading system, if it is generating results like positive results, more than 60%, means you're 60% profitable, then probably if you are having risk management of 1:2 or 1:3, in both cases, you're going to have a good profitability in silver trading. Okay. So today we're going to discuss a very basic level of trading system here, and that trading system probably going to give you idea how you going to basically how you can make a trading system, how you can mix 2 3 parameters, indicators, basis parameters, and how you can use those things. I'm going to discuss a basic fundamental analysis of commodities as well, all together, not specifically specific to silver, but overall a segment called bullion. We're going to have I'm going to show you how what points you need to look on different platforms as a like a news indicator, or any kind of alert news comes up, or any kind of economic indicator giving you some sort of alert signal over there. Okay, so we're going to analyze all that, and then we probably, if our range is broken either on bottom side or upside, we'll try to see if whether we can go for entry point, and I will explain you why I made a range like that. And first thing, we'll start with a trend analysis. So uh, the any trading system you are going to make doesn't matter whether it is complex trading system, it is easy trading system, it is just, it has to give you proper entry and exit point. That is our purpose. Whether you are including one indicator, two, five, six, it all does not matter. How complex your system is, it is also a bullish concept, very sorry, stupid concept, that people keep on telling my system is having 5 indicators, but I'm not able to generate money. Why? Because first of all, I think you did not understand the 5 indicators, and that's why you're putting it, because you are too much dependent on indicators values. Indicators values just reflecting the price and momentum values most of the time. So what you want to do with that, you need to at least know which areas you need to look momentum indication, or your momentum indicators. All momentum indicators are area specific. If that area is aligning with your momentum indicators values, then probably you're going to get your results. Otherwise, you will just get confused. Market will move with your anticipated move. Let's say you are expecting market to go up, and you got some momentum on buying side. Your indicator is showing you some little bullish entry over there. And suddenly market turns away from that level. What are you going to do? See, we were talking about this candle, and this suddenly candles dropped off. So it does not mean that we were expecting a wrong thing. It's just that we are expecting much higher level. So if market wants to turn away from these levels before than that, then we are still safe. We are not in a trade. Okay, let it decide whether it is going to reach that level or not, or it is going to be a sideways movement, because we don't want to trap into sideways movement. Okay, so we'll probably going to analyze past 2 3 days data as well. So in whether even if silver is a volatile commodity, we don't have to trade every day. If our trading system is giving you a signal, then only you're going to trade. So you got 22 days, 22 working days you can trade on silver. Let's say you got entry on 15 days. Okay, your trading system is telling you to trade on 15 days. So 10 days you are profitable, 5 days you are not profitable. Still you are very good. You are having a good chance that you will probably make money. Okay, so you need to rely on your trading system. You should follow with your discipline. Okay. So uh, first thing in our trading system, what I have included a trend analysis. Everyone should include trend analysis. And because this commodities timings are 14 hours, in a stretch 9 to 11:15, 11:30. So 9 in the morning and 11:30 in the till night time. So we have 14 and a half hour. So we will go for higher time frames to first analyze the trend. Okay. So as you can see, 1 year data is suggesting silver has drastically improved from your its last position. April 2020 started building up its momentum and reached this areas where it is trading. So it doubled it up in its value, and past 3-4 months of data is suggesting that it is having a sideways momentum where multiple points have been touched. See, this two resist in this area when it has been touched by silver on top of this level around 74,000, 76,000 level, and on bottom side it touched down here. I'm talking about starting of 2021 till today's date. Okay, so 62,561. So bullish momentum in long trend, 1 year time frame, 4-5 months it is sideways. Now we'll quickly go to what is happening in uh, few weeks of time. So if we talk about even, not even few weeks, so we talk about 6 weeks of time. We can see that market is having this bullish momentum on this micro trend. What it is suggesting, the low it made on 62,561, it is started having bullish momentum. First, it crossed the 50-day moving average. That is also a good sign. And then holding its position by just taking the pullback at the same level of 50-day, and then bounce back. So keep on making higher highs and higher lows. So we can draw a trend line here and see we can whether market is respecting the trend line. And as we can see the today's level, if I just you know okay, today level exactly got the pullback from the trend line. So it is having a significance here. If market respect the trend line and bounce back, we can probably take an entry in that format. Now we'll quickly go to change our time frames to 1 hour, and let's see 1 hour. Why we are analyzing on 1 hour? Because we want to analyze 2 or 3 days data. So in 2-3 days data, let's say 25th, 26th, and 27th. Okay. So on 25th, what happened? Market actually, previous day, from 24th data, it was having a gap down entry and made a low, and then started to having bullish momentum. And suddenly, at around the 7, it got a very good bullish momentum, which is 126 till. Wow, that is almost 1,000 points. So that's more than 1,000 points of momentum in 1 hour candle. Means 4 candles covered 1,000 points. So it would have been a very good trade on 25th if you would have. Why? Because the previous swing it has already crossed. Previous swing was yesterday's all high points. Okay, the range of yesterday's data, and then see it's still up above than that. Then on, yeah, whatever questions you got, just simply just put it in the chat. Hello, Mr. Ashish. Good evening. Good evening. uh, Whoever got questions, just simply just type in your question and I'll take your question. Yeah, Mr. Satish, you can ask your questions. So, and that range basically gives you that if market is basically covering the previous day swing points, it is a good indication that we'll probably have the momentum is building, and probably it will follow. And it followed on 26th. As you can see, 25th bullish follow-up momentum got converted on 26th. Market open gap up, but could not, sustain this position on this level. So if market gap up and could not, break the range, open range means where market opened up, and see. Yes, you can use this is all together. Probably chart is probably going to be very much similar in mini silver mini also. So you can use in silver mini also. And but overall analysis and overall analogy has to be same. Okay, means if you are analyzing on higher time frames and going to take entry on shorter time frame, that should be the right way. Okay, you should not quickly analyze on 15 minutes and try to take positions. Okay, so here basically market could not cross this open range where it made a high somewhere here, and then you got a confusing signal here somewhere. Market first crossed this levels and then suddenly got drawn got we got a very big bearish candle. So how to come over from this kind of situation? You need to mark overall resistance and support on your higher time frames as well. As soon as market is giving you 2 or 3 days previous days data's breakout, you need to confirm whether it is coming in the range. So my range probably going to be, my area range, like where the swing got started, like whatever the swing points are, I have already marked, and it got resistance somewhere from these levels. So I won't take an immediate entry because I'm still expecting 200-300 points movement from here to here. Okay, but this is only 100 points of momentum, and then suddenly market got reversed from those levels, and it happened at around 6 p.m. So one more thing, guys, if you are following the market regularly, in between 5 p.m. market started building its momentum due to the session overlap. The London and American market started to build their position on this level. So if you are a active trader, you understand this, what I'm saying. You can basically go for take a trade in evening time. It is much beneficial because you will see higher side momentum. Okay, so as you can see, market drops off and then suddenly started having downside momentum, and you could have easily got your target if you would have sold it after the market covered up the whole gap up area, and then got down from this level. So 100 points, more than 100 points, and then after that 300-400 points. So this level market crossed, and then we took an entry till here where market reached the 50 days moving average. It is using as support. So I will probably say if candle is having 400-500 points of momentum in it, probably you can wait, and you can basically usually what happens after that, market tried to buyer started to make position. So if you see any discount in value, and discount means if market suddenly comes up, okay, let's say it comes up till here, and then it is better to sell from this levels. Why? Because you got already 300-400 points of discount. If market comes down from this level, the same level from the previous candles low, if market reached that level only, you got 300 points of profit. So this analogy you need to start using. You should not start building position on the very low, or very much at this level. We will go to 15 minutes also, and we'll try to see 1 hour time frame. It clears out lots of it basically smooth out the data for analysis. There are lots of noise on 15 minutes time frame, so that's why I try to analyze on 1 hour. We will probably go on and check it on 15 minutes also, after I will explain the whole things to you. So this is how the swing works. So today market opened somewhere here after yesterday's bearish momentum, and then we can see that today also market follow up some kind of a 400 points of bearish momentum till here. Then last was after 5 p.m. Starting from the 5 p.m., we have seen some kind of a bullish, bullish kind of a candles on these 2 hours. So what we can do, we are expecting market to break today's range. Today's range is basically today's high candles, the high point of the candle and low point of the candle. So if market breaks any of it, okay, any of it, and it should not be on your support area, like the trend line I draw on 1 day time frame. Market took a reversal, means like a reversal candle, sorry, reversal, not reversal, that the rejection level came on the same level twice, from this candle and this candle. So I'm not expecting, if market reached below this level again, it has to cross my trend line. Then I will probably consider, then I have a selling sell opportunity or short opportunity over there. Till now, I'm expecting market to behave in some kind of a sideways manner, or if it is having a good momentum, then probably going to cross the today's range, and we probably going to have some momentum over there, and we can probably consider it for trade. Okay, so before we go ahead and analyze few more points on a fundamental basis, I will quickly uh, go to 15 minutes and try to show you what is happening in today's. So today's market, you can see slowly till 2 p.m. it is slowly coming down, and then see after, and more it is having a more downside till 5, and then 5 you see this bullish engulfing, and then suddenly started having momentum on upside. But still this 50-day is still acting as resistance, this line. And as soon as market cross these two lines, that our momentum side worry, it is going to be resolved for the intraday. Means we can basically, if market is having good 200 300 points of candle, in one go it will cover 200 300 points, then it is a very good momentum, we can consider it for trade. Okay, anyone got question, guys? Please just type in your question. Okay, I will take your questions. I'm keep on looking the chat window. Yeah, 50-day moving average, Mr. Satish, you can use 50-day moving average. I am black lines, all black lines I am drawing. Okay, exponential is much better, but I am using normal simple moving average. You can use exponential. It is better in intraday trading. No, Hari Babu, we don't consider inventory for silver, but yes, some fundamental news from mining side, that how much inventory they have, it comes, but usually it is not having a big impact, because uh, the all mining segment is, if it is having huge overlap or supply or demand, then only it will work. Otherwise, this inventory data won't work in silver. Less moving average 2113. Yes, if it is giving you signal, I am telling you my way of trading. If it works for you, if you want to use less, yes, you can use 20 or 30. But if momentum comes really fast, then only you will probably going to get means like, consider one higher days of moving average, and one smaller days of moving average. So let's say if you are using 20-day, so consider it with 50, because you can analyze the 50-day data and 20 days simultaneously, and then if you get entry both of them, then you probably take it. One is to two, 1:3 means risk reward. If 100 points of momentum stop loss is there, if you can put just 100 points of stop loss. If momentum is really big, then probably we need to consider taking entry, let's say here somewhere. If you want to take entry, then after that, half of this candle, let's say 200 point is there, so you need to take 1:1, because The momentum is already high, and if you take entry for 1:3 here, then your stop loss is also becoming a very big. So you need to consider in that scenario. Means momentum is high, then you're probably going to go 1:1 also. Yes, you should use foreign markets data. It is helpful because we going to go on fundamentals part, and then we're going to see the how fundamentals or basic fundamentals are changing, reflecting the values of silver. Yeah, Mr. Satish, one by one is always better, because if you're buying it all together, then your average price is same. If you, let's say, I won't recommend it to do average, but if you are, let's say, जितेंद्र सर, आपको जो बोलना है, आप आपको जो पूछना है, मैं हिंदी में बता दूंगा सर, है ना. लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल आस्किंग इन इंग्लिश, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश. अदरवाइज आपको कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो आप पूछो डायरेक्टली, मैं आपको बताऊंगा. Yeah, MCX chart, Hari Babu, if you want to take, I'm using MCX chart. Okay. Okay, Mr. Satish, one by one is better because average price going to be a lesser in that way. So obviously you should go wait for your entry. If you see the higher side momentum is coming, so buy two, going for three, and still save one for your, little average. But in losing side, please don't do averaging. Okay. Okay, Mr. Ashish, I will try to give you some point on price actions. Okay. Okay, just let me just take other points as well here. Or because we have our Mr. Jitendra, who wants me to explain a little Hindi first. So as if now you all people, you got my points in English. Yeah, Mr. Pradeep, I will take your questions. I think you asked so many questions, so I will just take your question. Let me just complete. Otherwise, in that way, I won't be able to explain my whole thing. Just I will take your questions. Before we will wrap it up. I will take all questions. Okay. So, guys, some lots of people asking about price action. So the way I explained the swing points I'm explaining you, it comes under price action only. Okay, this is not apart from price action. So price action is your momentum, volume, okay, and whatever the swing points I'm telling you, this all comes under your price action theory. Even if you are not using any indicator, if you're not using any indicator, and you need to know whether what support and resistance area are important, that is also part of your price action. So we already discussed this point. This is not something different, but yes, demand and supply zone, and this concept I can't cover in 10-15 minutes of the time. But if you cover, that's why I told you about swing points. If you cover swing points of the previous days, it will help you out to understand what could be the next support, resistance zone or support area, where if market breaks those levels, so probably momentum will shift or momentum will come. So you can consider, if you wanted to, if you want to, understand more, we do have a taking forward. We do have a specific course related to commodities trading. So if you want to join, we can definitely provide you the brochure for that, and then you can just have a look and let us know. If you are interested, guys, you can just leave your number, so we can just contact you in that sense. Okay, so high lows is basically previous days high lows. That's what I'm saying. It is not, and try to find those levels on higher time frames. So at least you will have a precision entry on selecting those points. Because silver is very volatile, it is having lots of momentum. sometime it will come 50 or 60 points above or below than your support and resistance. Then you can consider those levels, but wait for those 50 or 60 points to build up in 500 points. Means I'm not saying you should wait for 500 points. Let's say market is crossing your level and it is just 50 points below than your support, so don't jump and take a trade. Let's see those 50 points market is holding up or not. If it is holding up, then probably yes, you can go and take a trade. If next candle is also means like having sudden momentum, fall momentum, you can go for that trading. Means see, as you can see, the level here is 50-60 points away from the support level, and both time it got a change of momentum. So we don't want you to get trapped in this kind of scenario. We want you to take advantage of the scenario where basically you can pick the right momentum. So picking up the right momentum is here somewhere where you can see the momentum is very much facing resistance. Okay, so probably you will have the momentum on downside, but suddenly a confusing candle arises here. So it happened that suddenly market, like big players, they want to basically take up all your stop losses. They will eat up all your stop losses, and that's how they make money. So they confuse people here, and then suddenly they started buying. So people think breakout happens, and then suddenly they started selling. Okay, and the fundamental, you need to, why we are concentrating on fundamentals, because if you know fundamental is not right here, or it is probably going to have the downside momentum, we are expecting downside, so it will relate with your analysis. In that sense, probably you will probably going to be right in that scenario. Okay, uh, Mr. Mandal, thank you for leaving your number. We will definitely be in touch with you. Okay. So, guys, I'm quickly going to take you to the how to analyze on economic calendars part. So, first thing you need to remember, the Boolean market is negatively correlated with uh, the USD US dollar index, and whatever means US dollar index is another index. I will quickly show it to you here. So US dollar index. This is US dollar index. Okay. US dollar currency index. And this is basically we'll go to 1 day time frame and show it to you. Whenever market the dollar index is down, you can say simply silver is having some momentum on upside. Okay, you see the last momentum on upside, this one, the dollar index last momentum is downside. So you can compare in that sense also. If dollar index is forming up some kind of a support zone, so you can expect that probably it will take a pullback from this side. So if silver is having momentum on upside, it can stall somewhere. Okay, so this kind of analysis will also help. So you need to keep on analyzing dollar index. The dollar index and silver is having negative correlation. Most of the time it is very significant. Sometime it happens, it won't give result as you are expecting. So in that sense, you need to basically most of the time is 80% of time it is negatively correlated. Sometimes it happens lots of news or data, or very fundamental news, mix up of fundamental news comes up. So sometimes it is having a volatility on both sides. That is why silver won't follow, but 80% of the time it is having negative correlation. Gold is same. Gold, if you're following gold also, you can compare with US dollar index, where they have the negative correlation, and you will see value falling in dollar index, means gold is having some kind of momentum on buying side. As you can see here as well, gold is also started building momentum on upside. Okay, now you need to check on the economic calendar, where you will get all the important economic indicators data. Let's say continuing jobless claim, NFP data, GDP data is there, GDP on price index, sales, all initial job claims data, all is there. So the green indication is means the data is good. If you really wanted to go into the deep into the fundamental analysis, we cover this part in our course, but I'm just trying to give you the idea. Then all green is basically good, all red is also basically bad for the US dollar index. This is all for US dollar index. So if it is coming most of the time, most of the indicators are coming in green, means US dollar index can have good impact, means it can rise from this level, means we can expect market on bullion market to consolidate a bit. Okay, so here, see, this data is for today only, means like it is relevant for today. Only the GDP data and the quarterly data, which comes on quarterly basis, that is going to stay with us, means then till next quarter we have the GDP data which is kind of reducing. So we can expect that on a higher time frame basis, we have got a data on negative basis. All weekly basis data, let's say initial job claim data, it comes twice in a month, and the continuing job also, it is having the same frequency, so that will come twice thrice in a month. So we have this, whatever momentum we expecting, it is for short term. Okay, it is not long term. You can't expect every day to have same anticipation looking at the same levels of indicators. So it will keep on changing. Tomorrow the data will change. You can simply go and check tomorrow's data list of data, what is going to be there. So I'm especially considering US data because we are following US dollar index, so that is much relevant. And tomorrow the price index data is also coming. The goods trade balance data is coming up. So tomorrow is also few indicators are important. And retail inventories, this if you don't understand, just probably just go and click this one, and you will come to know what it is. And you will see the previous entries, data entry for that, what was the previous entries on that. You will come to know about it as well. Okay, so it is not a very difficult process, but it is very regular process. You need to understand this fundamentally. If you know this fundamental, if you follow these fundamentals, it will be easier for you to take a trade and understand the overall scenario. Okay, so still going back to our silver trade, momentum is still slow. It is building up, but still slow. We are now expecting market to show some kind of a momentum, but we got our entry points. This entry points is valid till tomorrow also, guys. Let's say tomorrow market opens gap up. So gap up open, let's say market, let me just give you a try to simulate. Let's say market closed somewhere here today. Okay, and then tomorrow it opens somewhere here on this range. Okay, first hour candle, it is crossing this level. So this level, the today whatever the open range resistance support becomes our next day, this resistance become next day support. And tomorrow what we'll consider, if we'll have increasing momentum like this. So this one is like this, and next if it is taking support here, and if it is taking pullback on this level, then you can consider taking trade on this pullback. Okay, so this is how you need to do trading. This is how you need to build your concept, and you need to trade on that. Now if lots of people will ask like, sir, what indicators we should use, what things we can consider. So always consider volume. Volume is good. Volume on shorter time frame, on higher time frame, volumes are good. So you can use if somebody is using VWAP, yes, please, you can do use VWAP on taking entries. I personally use the moving averages, and this is the basic system, guys. This is the system. I'm just showing it to you that even if you don't know much about what trading system is, what things are working in silver, you can just simply put this in. Uh, let it consider to cross one of this level on higher time frame, at least on 1 hour time frame. Okay, and let it consider 50-day moving averages your initial guide for the day. If market is crossing 50-day moving average with good volume and MACD is also bullish somewhere, then we will probably it will create a buying opportunity for you. But buying only on the basis of indicator, we don't want to do that. We want momentum to show through price candles also, and it needs to cross the levels we have decided. Then only it will be successful, and that is how we're going to trade, and that is how I want you to trade as well. That is why I'm showing you the basic system. You can include different indicators, especially considering volume, moving averages. You can consider RSIs as well. RSI is also good. So I today I showed it to you MACD. MACD bullish, bearish crossing, everybody knows. So here just a simple example. After this candle bearish crossover, the market was totally the crossover continues, and MACD gave a very good entry point after this candle also. The MACD would have considered taking entry after that. This is 1 hour time frame. Do not take entries on shorter time frames. I consider Mr. Ashish is asking which book is best to go through candle. You don't have to buy a candlestick book. There are lots of information available on internet. You can go through about candlestick, but if you really wanted to go through, Mr. Steve Neeson is the author of a Japanese candlestick book. That book is very good. You can consider reading once, and you can gain more knowledge on internet as well. There are lots of information available. And guys, one more thing before I will take start taking questions. If you are interested in in our commodities program, if you want to learn more about commodities, how to trade different commodities, you can just go and go visit our website. Okay, and just check it out, the information about the commodity courses for today's